This is my cocoa farm. Okay, so we're 11,000 days into the world. It took us 2 years to get here. 2 years of streaming, 11,000 days, hardcore world, and now we're gonna wander around and look at everything we've done so far. This world tour sponsored by the Dark Vet. This is our old base. So we are right here-ish right now. These are buildings we'll go visit later. It's a giant totem and a banana built in the world. Anything in the world that I've built and you want to see the video for it, in the description below is a link to the VOD directory. It's just a list of everything in the world and the link to the video of us building it. There it is, so check that. Right here, we have, I promise you, the biggest, dumbest wheat farm that has ever been made. I don't remember exactly how much wheat is growing here. I think it's over 60,000 wheat. A little not fully ready over there. Or over here. But, yeah. So, to plant all this wheat, I plant it manually. Which is brutal. How long did it take, chat? I think it takes about it takes me 3 days of streaming just to plant all this. And, we're gonna harvest it quick. Alright, here we go, chat. Let's see if it works. So, we should see water start flowing. Here it comes. Yes. Here, we'll leave it like this so we can see. Hey, I said biggest, dumbest. So the back is working. It's just, I don't think the game can render it right now with like 60,000 wheat on the ground. Does anybody remember the full number? It's actually, it might be higher than that. I think once it finishes on the side, it'll finish rendering the whole thing. Yeah, there it goes. And boom, there it is, boys. Highly efficient oh my goodness. I can't even move. I want to go down the ladder. Uh-oh. There we go. All right, you can see all the wheat and the seeds flowing over the hoppers now. I'm stuck. I can't even move. I hope no creeper or nothing's going to come up. All right, here we go. It's almost totally done. That's a lot. It's happening on both sides. Look at all that. It's all filling already. And there you go. All harvested. Not a single bit of lag the whole time. Wow. So every time we do a project, we have a mascot, and they always seem to die. What is Ice Cow? Ice Cow. It's just all dead mascots here. Dead mascots. All right. These are the mascots from our first Nether Perimeter. I don't even know if you can still do this. But the reason their heads look weird is because they were pigmen from 114 that had wither skelly skulls on. And then we updated to, you know, whatever next, 115, 16. And it made them look weird. So that's those there. Here's another unfinished project. We're collecting every mob in the game. This is everything we got so far. That's Chad. He's a real bro. Rose from the Titanic. Should I be reading these? Jack from the Titanic. You see what we did there? Phil, not the streamer. Lil Phil. That's the one that actually killed Phil. We paid him. That's Boogie. Mr. Boombastic, Robin Sparkles, Karen, with a Rose, Boner. Keep in mind, these are all named by Twitch chat. Mr. Bones, Elon Husk, Florida Man, Mike Tyson, and another Boner, Plebcore, Sue P, Rojogan, Fish Moley, Spencer and KFC, Jim, Jack Skellington, Rob Zombie, and Francis. There it is. Oh, wait. And Dr. Stray. Yeah, so there's a ghast right there. I forgot to show during the mob room that's in progress here. This was the very first room we set up to farm iron. Or no, to get emeralds. Yeah. So this is all just for emerald trades. A whole room of them. Back there, we buy bananas. That's where we buy bananas. Going banana farm. That's it. All right, that's easy. Down here is our Omega Smelter version 2, we call it. This is just a big furnace. The furnace is fueled by bamboo. A flying machine breaks all the bamboo, and then minecarts pick it up and drop it in all the chests. Oh yeah, we got DJ Bamboo here. There's DJ Bamboo. Very, very witty name. But anyway, that's where you get fuel. Then you just put whatever you want to cook in there. There's an Enderman. He's just coming for the tour. There was a firework that used to shoot out of here when you were done fueling the machine, and it shot a parrot. Oh, Jesus Christ! It's working! Shut it off! Shut it! Who is Champ? No! No! Oh my God, make it stop, make it stop. Oh my God, I killed the bird, dude! I killed my bird. Stop shooting fireworks. It was Twitch chat's fault. They put it in the wrong spot. So anyway, when the items are done cooking, they come across the roof here and they fall out. And boom, that's it. It's done. Oh yeah, and then it's not really a netherwart farm, but we were just... This is the old potion room, which is... We've begun moving to the new base. And we just had a lot of netherwart growing down here. I'm pretty sure chat selected that roof. Over here, we have a, this is an XP bank. So we got Cactus Towers outside that are feeding these furnaces. And whenever we need like a big blast of XP, you could come and take stuff out. And that'll give you all the XP. All right, and here is an area we call Shalidaville, named after one of our viewers. It's just a wool farm for every single color of wool. So they're auto-sheared, and then it all goes into there. Every color of wool there. There's, we praise this totem. Big fans of the totem. This is our pet turtles and our dog Hero over there. Hero's been with us since like day one of the worlds. And then I guess we come out here and we have our first overworld gold farm. While we're just around, we let them fall and die, collect the nuggets, or we can flip that. That'll pour water so they don't die and we can manually kill them. Then all the gold for this comes down here. Boom. All that. But that's not good enough. Working on other farms, so you'll see those later. All right, down here is our old storage system. Impulse. Impulse SV, I guess, is the creator of this style of filter. But that's all it is. It's just very simple hopper filters for everything here. Chat says it's broken. It's never been broken. Never been broken. This is a tribute to a parrot right here. That's not Elmo. Broken. It's not Elmo. It's not broken, chat. But anyway, we don't really use this anymore. We got a new storage system, which we'll show you a little bit later. So here's our Cactus Towers. This is like a super old school OG way of farming cactus. Not very efficient on space, but all it is cactus grows up to there. The glass rod here causes it to pop off. Oh my God, I'm wearing boots that just froze the water. Everything goes down the middle. This tower here is the one that's feeding into the base where we were just at for the XP banks. So all of this just gets cooked for dye and XP. And then, actually, both of those towers. These two right here are all just for bone meal. All of that's being converted to bone meal. We've recently used it all. This is an old nether tree farm. It's pretty nice, but I don't dupe TNT, so it's very, very inefficient for us to craft the TNT to actually run that. So I don't use that anymore. This here, chat, do you guys remember, what did we name this thing? He's so handsome. What did I name this thing? Snow K, dude. Snow K, dude. So that's a big snowman we built last winter. It's just meant to look cool, but he's got some stuff inside. This 3x3 door is designed by Mumbo, but then somebody found a way to make it slightly faster. So we've made whatever modification, but that's basically Mumbo's 3x3 door there. This right here is collection for cobblestone, which comes from this farm right here. I'll show you in a second. But it produces huge amounts of cobblestone. And all that can come down here to be cooked into smooth stone when we need. All these sheep, this is just from a project we were working on. I needed a ton of black dye, or black wool. So we did that. This is the Ilmango. This is one of the Ilmango cobblestone farms. I don't think there's any TNT in it, because again, we don't dupe TNT. I actually need it manually. Yeah, there's none in there. But basically, that just pushes the stone forward. TNT drops down, blows it up. Cobblestone, easy game. Farther up here, this is the Concrete Maker and Breaker. This is designed by Rayworks. Is it Raysworks or Rayworks? Raysworks. It's just so you can convert your concrete powder into concrete. You just lay here and you hold down right click, place all the powder here. Pistons push it forward. That water turns it into concrete. And then the series of pistons just moves it down. Whoop, moves it down, pushes it forward. And then again, no duper. So TNT drops onto here, blows that up, drops in the water, harvested. And that's it. That's a beautiful machine. So that's everything inside the Snowman. Okay, so up here we have a drowned farm. This is what we built for farming a trident. The reason it looks so weird, I'll see if I can show you, but the reason it's such a weird shape is it exactly outlines the river biome below. So it's almost like we lifted this piece out of this area down here that's yellow. It's just because the river biomes have the highest spawn rate of drowned. So we just maximize every single block of river biome. Yeah, so it's just a big box of water. There's fish, or turtle eggs. Turtle egg right here on this block. So the zombies will fall through the water, see the egg, and then they end up out here. Like these guys over there. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So that's the drowned farm. Okay, so apparently we've accidentally created an Enderman trap. I just wanted to make it look like there's honey flowing down out of my beehive. I wanted to make it like it was flowing down and then filling up this area. But for some reason, it traps Enderman. Not very safe. Yeah, so look at inside the beehive is for farming honey, which this might actually be jammed right now. Yes. We've got a lot of honey. But it's just some beehives in here. A dispenser next to it on a timer, or on a, whenever these fill up, it will cause it to grab a bottle and then send it through hoppers out the front. Super easy farm. Over back here, this is some just villager powered farms. Again, all this stuff's just being converted to bone meal, but it's just potatoes and carrots. Potatoes, carrots, and then it comes down here into the composters and makes us more bone meal. Over here, slime farm. This is an AFK farm. I really don't AFK things, so it doesn't get much use. The slime we're standing on is designed by Zooey Mama, good friend of the stream. We love him. But basically for this slime farm, you just stand right here for however long you want. And these various platforms down here, just spawn slime. And then they fall and die. The slime are baited towards the side because there's iron golems in there they want to fight. Then they eventually just fall onto the Wither Roses, die, and then some minecarts gather up all the slime balls. All right, over here is a random various vegetable farm. Pumpkins, watermelon, and sugarcane. This is, again, just flying machines with minecarts stuck to the bottom of them. So all the pumpkins and the watermelon are picked up in the minecarts that are then dropped onto hoppers over here. This middle one is minecarts that run underneath of it to pick up all the sugarcane that gets harvested there. Then down here, this is where everything goes. 2 rows of each are being converted into bone meal because we seem to need a ton of bone meal in this world. And then the inner ones are just for keeping the actual item that's harvested. Oh, up here. This is what I built at the very beginning of every worlds. It's just a darkroom spawner. This is great very early game for, getting XP for enchants and getting other various items from the mobs. It's just simple darkroom spawner. So this is pretty simple. It's just a lot of kelp growing. Then you press this button, and a flying machine comes along the bottom, breaks all the kelp, floats to the top. Water flowing on the top goes into hoppers, and then minecarts distribute that around a chest. Now we'll wait 45 minutes for it to actually harvest. All right. All right, so there you go. That's how that works. This cart here just goes around gathering it and then trying to evenly distribute all of the kelp into the hoppers and chests down here. And then we can cook them. The actual reason we use this is to cook it into dried kelp so that we can make it into dried kelp blocks, which is then used for the fuel for the XP bank I showed you inside the old base. Over here is a bunch of milestone blocks. Oh yeah, shout out Mr. Selenix. He designed the my logo in the floor here for me. Shout out Mr. Selenix for that. This is the final block that we mined out of our witch farm, which you'll see in a little while. That's the 1 millionth stone I mined in the world, the 1 millionth netherrack I mined in the world, and the bowl from the How Did We Get Here advancement. Over here is all my retired bows. The bows are all named by chat, and they're always something to do with what's like popular in media or whatever at the time. So like when Joe Exotic was a big deal, we had Bo Exotic. Boomer, when the Boomer meme started. Bouquet Dude. Wagyu, I was probably hungry. Mamba, wash hands. I'm sure you know what that's for. The Vaccinator. Mistle Bow, that's from last Christmas. Boater Fraud. The Gaster Blaster. Stonks. And the Buffalo Bills, who are going to win the Super Bowl this year, by the way. Right over here is a flower farm, which is very, very simple. So I think we flip this, and then we push this. Yeah, there you go, there you go. So dispensers underneath the grass, bone meal the grass, and then the water washes it away. So we get all the seeds and whatever flowers grow within this area. I'll come down to here. Shout out Logical Geek Boy. You'll see a lot of stuff in this world comes from him. And then one of my favorite farms right here. This is my tree farm. I've actually tried several automated tree farms with TNT and pistons and all these things. For the way I play the game, especially without duping TNT, manual tree farm is the way I like to go. This right here is an iron farm that's completely ridiculous. This iron farm is designed by Doc M77 many versions ago. Maybe around 114, 113. This is exactly Doc's iron farm, except in the video we used, he puts a 5-block space between the zombie and the bed. And over the course of a few worlds, we played with that distance, and we actually found, for some reason in our case, if you do a 3-block distance, it runs way more efficiently for some reason, even though nothing spawned while I'm here. And then we got a little storage system for it down here, which is completely overfilled as usual. I've already got way too much iron in this world. All the roses that come from that actually end up down here, and again get converted into more bone meal. Over here, we have our little setup. This is where we did the How Did We Get Here advancement. This setup for it to do the achievement is super easy, and it works first try every time. You got the shulker right there, Chris Cray. Ticks you, shoot yourself with the arrow, run in there with the dolphin. No! The dolphin is actually gone, chat. Wow, that dolphin survived a long time. And then you just swim through there, stand on the flower, eat your soup, and you win. This. All right, that's all the potions. Then we eat that, then that, then that. Here we go. I did it wrong. First try! First try! I guess we'll just head into the nether now, onto our nether highway. Okay, this nether hallway is huge. We've been all over this world. I think we're going to go this way first, maybe. We'll just stop by at everything along the way. Ice farm. Let's go to the ice farm, chat. This is an ice farm that I debated Twitch chat into watching me build for. How long did this ice farm take, chat? 4 months? Chat says it took about 6 years. Somebody says 6 years it took to build this farm. Wham! Here it is. My totem and me. That is a little large, isn't it? This is a little bit large. So, that is just a spire of ice. It's nothing else. Don't read the comments. Nobody's going to type in the comments what that actually is. It's just a spire out of ice. Very beautiful. This right here is the Iceologer. This is the Iceologer that was supposed to be added to the game. But for some reason, everybody voted for a squid. So we honored that we were team Iceologer around here. And hopefully one day the Iceologer will get added to the game. So the ice, I think it kind of looks like a CPU, doesn't it? This is 16 by 16 chunks. So 256 blocks across, 256 blocks across. And the way it works is over here is the entrance. You just kind of stand sideways while holding down left click. And there's a water channel that moves you past all these sections of ice. So you just mine, and you follow it all the way around like a spiral. And then here you move in one, you just go around. It takes over an hour to harvest all of the ice by hand. So yeah, it's pretty slow, but I harvested one time and I've never needed more ice. So over here is sometimes we come up with some pretty silly ideas. So over here we have a cow. He's a little bit derpy of a cow. It's a little bit of a derpy cow. But this cow poops other cows. Sometimes we just do weird stuff. So this is a cow breeder. So the cow poops cows. And here, you just breed these cows. And then, so full disclosure, I built this thing. I've never even actually used it. It's blocked off right now so that we could breed these, but basically you breed them and then the babies fall down into the water. They get filtered, moved, and shot out the back. But yeah, there you go. So they just kind of fall out there and die. But the way you get inside the other part of this farm is here. And this is where it all ends up after you run it. Remember I almost died here? I don't remember that. I don't know if there's enough room to put the big Iceologer block over him now. But yeah, that's on the agenda. First time here, can you show us the rest of your world? No. So this is where you would come out. Once you did the full looping around the farm 100 times to mine all the ice, you pop out right here. And then all the ice that you harvested is going to be waiting for you in these chests right here. And the way it looks underneath is like this. Like a fucking absolute ton of redstone. I mean, probably a full month of building this thing was just doing all the redstone. This redstone you see around here goes like this all the way around, over and over and over and over and over. Huge amount. This design, I got the design for this. The reason I picked this design is because it was modular. It's actually a very small thing, but it's very easy to just keep adding onto it. So that's what I did. The ice farm design comes from OMG Craft. Shout out to OMG Craft. I love modular. Whenever I'm looking for a guide to follow, I look for modulars so I can make it as big or as small as I want. OMG Craft with the ice farm design. Right here is the inside of the giant totem that you saw on the map in my old base. The purpose of this room is once you've hung out in my Twitch chat for a long enough time, you earn channel points, and you can use those channel points to claim a totem. So I'll just name a totem after whoever claims one, and you go on the wall. As of right now, there is, I think, over 1,000 totems in here. There's a massive amount. I don't know what it is. Last time I counted, it was like, I don't know, almost 1,000. In the middle here, I chose to put the dragon egg and the dragon head, just for a little centerpiece in the room. And then around the outside, we have every single type of armor. So it's like leather, chain, iron, gold, diamond, netherite. And that's it. That's it. Oh, the tank. Yeah. So we just put a little pretty fish tank down here. Some of it's frozen because I've been wandering around the world with Frostwalker boots on. Turtles, couple pigmen stuck down in there. Okay, so over here then, we just saw the inside of the giant totem. This is the inside of the giant banana that's on my map. This is our villager trading hall. So in here, we actually have to turn the render distance way down to come in here. So I have roughly 500 villagers in here. We did 42 of every single type of villager. The villager hall design is by Logical Geek Boy. It's very, very cool. The way it works is you can lower down a villager. There's a zombie in the back. It will come zombify the villager, pop them back up, cure them, and then you get the discounted items. So we have like 42 clerics, 42 blacksmiths, 42 farmers, 42 of every single villager. This is the librarian. Some of them have glass in front of them from some trading I was doing before. But we got a villager that sells every single enchant. Every single enchant. And the ones with glass don't sell glass. So we also use them to buy glass a lot. The reason there's 42 of every villager is just how it worked out with the layout. That was the most I could fit. If I could have fit 50 of every, I would have done that. This is only the first floor. We got multiple floors of this. So up here is some of the more common villagers that we trade with. But if we come over here, keep in mind, we got to keep in mind for those of you watching the world tour. I would never make a carpet like this, okay? I would never be like, hey guys, let's do red and blue checkerboard carpets. The carpet is selected by Twitch chat. Almost every one of the builds you're going to see, the blocks used are picked by Twitch chat, unless it's white concrete. But anyway, same exact layout is upstairs, and that's all the villagers. This minecart here, the way we got all these villagers was we had to use Logical Geek Boy's villager breeder. This remnants of minecart is how we got the villagers up from down here. This is the bobsled team. It's Quirt, Keb911, Smokey, Dirty Dakota, and Smokey. But these are the Logical Geek Boy villager breeders, which are crazy good. You just feed the villagers. They make babies. The babies fall in the hole. They get stuck right here until they grow into adults. Then their head hits the water. They float up to there. And then you can just put mine carts in here and it will grab the villager and bring them upstairs. So we built 2 of those down here. 2 of those down here. So this is just a very simple cave spider farm using a cave spider spawner. It's not anything fancy. We didn't get like multiple spawners side by side. I just needed one of these, so we threw this one up real quick. It's just the spawner. They fall in the water, get pushed down to there, chop them up. You AFK right here and just wait for them to spawn and go down and kill them. Very simple. Very, very simple. Not much to see there. It's simple old cave spider spawner. All right, so next up, we got the raid farm. The raid farm is actually our own design. This is a design that's not very good. Like, if you actually need a raid farm for your world, I don't recommend this one, but it does work. This is just a design we landed on after 3 worlds. This is our 3rd world. Trial and error. We built ones that were far worse than this before arriving on this one, but the way it's designed to work is up above this hole right here used to be a tower, one of the pillager towers. So you just wait for the flag guys, the flag holders, to drop down here, kill them, and then you hop in the minecart, and that takes you to where the actual raid happens. Now, to be honest with you, I never actually use this part. It's kind of slow. It takes a while for flag carriers to show up. So usually when I need to do a raid to get all those totems for the totem hall I showed you before, usually what I do is I will come over here, I'll go upstairs, and I will just fly around until I see a flag like that one right there, and I get them. This used to be the pillager tower here, so they all spawn within this perimeter I've set, and they aggro towards the iron golems in the middle, and they eventually fall in the hole. But I usually just fly up here. So now we'll go in. I'll show you the other side. Wow! And we're here. So as I sit in the cart right here, a raid won't activate. But as soon as I shift, that block puts us in range. the raid activates. I come to here first. I wait for the first raider to fall in here. I kill it manually. The reason I kill just one single raider manually is that's what you need to get the hero of the village buff. You only got to kill one if you even need the hero buff. So you kill one, open that, and then we come down here and you just sit right here and wait. The entire raid will fall down the hole, die from fall damage, and then whatever we're farming, usually totems, we just grab out of there, and it's done. So now we'll go upstairs. I'll show you what it looks like. Oh, yeah. This door design. This is high tier redstone. Done all by myself. You'll never believe it. But if we come up this hole here, you can see we're out in the middle of the ocean so that we could force the village, the raid to spawn on this island. Just like the other one. There's actually, there's a village right here. This counts as a village, so this is what activates it. Then all the raiders are aggro to that villager, but they get pushed in the hole. The Ravagers get burned up by the lava. So the Ravagers don't actually fit. They burn in the lava. Everybody else falls down. Easy raid. Over here, you can see the outside of the villager trading hall, which is the giant banana and the giant totem. I'll see if we can get them all rendered in. So there's the banana. All right, and there's the villager breeding. And there you go. There's the giant totem hall. It's crazy laggy because there's a million frames and then like 500 villagers. Usually I never fly out this in the outside. This is another Logical Geek Boy design. This is actually how I got all the seeds. The initial, that harvest right there, I think was our second time doing it. So the first time I had to get all the seeds, I got them from this right here. Which you just flip that lever. Flip it again. And then there you go. So it's just bone meal and pistons moving it back and forth so it constantly breaks. This is where I can dump bone meal to power the farm. All the flowers end up in here, and the seeds end up getting stashed down here so that we can use them. Okay, we have arrived at the squid farm. All the squid come through this portal here. The reason for the boats is so that the squid are pushed out of the portal and drop down onto these hoppers where they will just, you know, die. And then all the ink sacks end up in all these chests down here. Now we'll go to the overworld and show you how we get them. So in order to run the farm to get a ton, all you got to do is just stand right here. You can just AFK right here, however long you want. But what's going on out there is we have giant portals. Can we go look? Giant portals with multiple layers of water between them. So that's it. Lots of layers of water, and then the squid spawn, just get pushed into the portal, which ends up sending them through, which you'll be able to see when we go back through now. There's probably a bunch here. It's super efficient. Yeah, there you go. Just a couple seconds standing in there, and usually have a load of squid waiting. So that's a Logical Geek Boy design right there. Beautiful. Shout out Logical Geek Boy again. All right, let's go. Next spot. All right, so out here, this takes us to a Mushroom Island shore, or Mushroom Island, where we did a fireworks show. Said Killer is going to edit in a little clip of that fireworks show so you can see how things actually go. I'm not going to set the fireworks off now, but we did this for the 4th of July a year ago, year and a half ago. You basically just stand on that right there, and down over here, you shoot that target, and then there's just some weird timers and loads of fireworks that go in here. Okay, next. Oh, yeah, on that farm, I spent, on the fireworks show, I think we spent, what was it? Almost 1,700 diamonds. 1,700 diamonds on that fireworks show. So this is all the stuff that's on the unfinished portion of the Nether Highway. And, okay, now onto the news section. Zoop. So first up here, we have got holes in the glass, disregard. But down here is where we got our Blaze Farm. We plan to extend it I got another spawner right there. To be honest with you, it's a pretty farm. I love the way this one looks and works, but it's very slow. It's just one spawner. The gas or the blaze eventually fall out of here, land in the lava, which pushes them into there. And the way I run this farm is I usually will just come and AFK here for, I don't know, 10 minutes. We'll get you a stack of blaze rods. So super slow, not a great farm, but it's the only one we've built in the world so far. In fact, it hasn't even spawned. There we go. So that's it for that farm. Very, very simple. All right, let's go check out the end. All right. First up at the end is our first Enderman Farm. I ended up building just a gigantic green ball. I think originally I wanted to make this look like an ender pearl, but it took so long to build this floating in the void out of glass. It took us a total of 24 hours over 2 streams. And did a 10-hour stream and then a 14-hour stream. Built that all in 2 days. But it's just an Enderman farm for XP. This is where I come when we're digging the giant perimeters. We'll come here to repair. Or if I need XP for enchanting. Super, super high efficient farm. That's it. You just stand here, kill them. Underneath the red carpet is hoppers. And the hoppers gather all the pearls that land on there. Like those ones I don't want. We flip that lever. And all of the pearls are over here. You can... Where are they? Oh, maybe... They might be empty, actually. I don't even see any. But down there, there's dispensers just throwing the pearls into the void to get rid of them. Up here is where all the spawning happens. So the design or like the layout of how this works, I got from Mango. Mango taught me this little... One of his videos taught me that the game treats the leaves around the concrete here as spawnable area. But then when the game actually goes to spawn them in, it has to spawn them on the pad in the middle. So it forces kind of like larger pack spawning. But it's just 4 islands around the big island. The Endermen are aggro to... There's a Endermite in that minecart in the middle. And so they want to get to it. They just keep spawning, falling down. They don't spawn too fast while I'm up here because they're pretty close to mob cap down inside. All right, where do we go next, chat? Now we go to the Wither Rose Farm. Oh, all the water is in there so that there's absolutely nowhere Enderman can teleport to. There's no block that they cannot teleport at all. You'll notice sometimes if you just build the kind where you're just floating in the void, you get Enderman teleporting to the top of your, kill room or outside. This just makes it so there's absolutely zero spot that they can teleport to. Makes it a lot safer and a bit more efficient. One thing you notice during the world tour is that there's a ton of stuff we haven't done yet. Like, I have not killed the 20 dragons yet. It's just we haven't done it yet. But we haven't done other stuff. So now we're going to go look at the Wither Rose Farm, which has been through a couple iterations itself. You can take a minecart to the Wither Rose Farm, but it takes over 8 minutes riding on that. So we're going to fly. So this is the Wither Rose Farm. We did this 2 Christmases ago. Our Wither is named Robin Sparkles, thanks to a viewer who wanted to name it after another viewer. The way you run this farm is you just chill right here. Endermen spawn like crazy on the platform below. And then we come down here. And you got the Wither. The Wither is actually trying to shoot the chicken. But there's Endermen in the way. So the Endermen keep getting blown up. If it empties... The biggest problem with the Wither Rose Farm is that when you run out of Endermen, the Wither will start looking around and just blowing up anything it can. But it can't in this farm because... the Wither is always aggro to the chicken, but we got a little tiny water elevator between, so the skull will come through like it's gonna hit the chicken, but the water elevator pushes it up and it ends up hitting way back there somewhere. When you run the farm, you can also run it from over here. You can kind of AFK here and watch. It's slower from here, but it still works. This is another area you can just watch what's going on. And then down here is the storage room. This is where everything's going. So you got wither roses on this side, and you got ender pearls over here. Anvil, some crafting if we need to. You can still do it. Yeah, so we put the wither in there. I think in 114 or 115, you break the portal with water, and then you just spawn the wither inside of there. It's pretty simple. Okay, I think that's everything for this farm. So let's fly back. Next stop. All right, we're back. Let's see where we're going next. All the stone and stuff around this portal is from when we were doing the how do we get here advancement. You got to make this all spawn proof. It was slabs, but you got to get a shulker through the portal, so that's what that's from. And then the cobblestone road going way out into the void is how I got the shulker back here. And then after you kill the wither, like a true warrior out in a field in the open, all after that, we cheese into the bedrock for easy, quick pearls. But first, you got to kill one in the open. All right, so that was the end. Hey, that was the end. We're back on the road now. All right, continuing along, we come to... Oh, that's just to the jungle. Yeah. Sometimes we need to go to the jungle. There's no point in going there. It's just a jungle. Continuing along to the next. This is our first Nether Perimeter. It's 16 by 16 chunks, and then bedrock roof to bedrock floor. All of it dug out by hand. Me, 9 pickaxes in about 3.5 months. Let's go down inside of it. Are all your streams super grindy? Yeah, I mean, you don't end up with holes like this without putting in the grind, right? You got to remember when you're watching this world tour that I don't TNT dupe. So that means I can't just nuke the nether with TNT. Yeah. But anyway, the main reason for this perimeter was actually for the Wither Skelly farm right here. There used to be a fortress here. Obviously, we mined that out. This is centered right around a crossroads. So we get 3 levels of wither spawning. They get baited out by golems. And then down here, we can take our choice. We can either manually kill if we want, or right now, we have dogs there to do the killing. If we want, we can flip the lever. The dogs go away. Then we can do the killing. Don't want to kill, just want to AFK. You flip this, and they come back. Over here, the swords and stuff, the trash gets just thrown into the cacti there. And then all the loot is under here. It's where we get the coal, the skulls, and the bones. These gold farm. Oh, so the design of this farm is, of course, Logical Geek Boy. You're going to notice a lot. We love Logical Geek Boy. It's our homie. So this farm is designed by the Geek Boy, as well as these gold farms. Now, the gold farms are actually getting removed from this room. All 4 of these are getting deleted. The only thing that's going to be in here is the Wither Skelly farm. Okay, on we go, chat. Next, let's go look at the pillager trading, bartering. They're not pillagers. Piglin, the Piglin bartering hall. I struggled to get to that one. I don't want to blow your mind, but this is another Logical Geek Boy design. Very awesome. I believe he's since come up with a new, better design. So this is actually Logical Geek Boy's older design. A minecart just rides along the top, distributing gold bars, and then the trades happen. It's very, very, very simple. You load it up there. This is actually all going to be changed based on something I'll show you later. Down here is where all the loot goes. We've used a ton of it, but like that's where the iron nuggets go. This is where the pearls drop, the string, nether quartz, obsidian, and everything else for each row just goes to there. Potions, the clicking you hear is potions getting deleted. All right, now I guess we're going to head over to the second perimeter we're actually currently working on right now. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you come to my stream, where we're going right now is probably what you'll find me working on. All right, so over here we have the second nether perimeter that we're working on. Again, this is all done by hand. That's the bedrock roof right underneath those slabs. And then we're currently right now working on clearing lava, which we're super close to finishing. Should be done with lava by end of stream tomorrow. But yeah, same exact size as the other one we were in. It's 16 chunks by 16 chunks. Bedrock roof to bedrock floor. We're not there yet. Still working on it. This is actually going to be home of a new gold farm. We don't know for certain which gold farm is going in here, but it's going to be the biggest, craziest, most efficient one we can find is what will get built in here. That's the current project we're working on. All by hand, super, super grindy, takes forever. We're 5 weeks into that project.
A couple days ago.
Whoa! Oh my God. Oh my God, that just happened. Okay, next up, since we're right here, this is our Guardian Farm. Here we are at the Guardian Farm. This is a design from Cortez Reno, is the YouTuber's name. In order to get this to work, I think we go 18 chunk render, and then we usually zoom all the way in like this. The way this is working is we just flattened out the top of a temple, covered it with soul sand so that it's basically a big bubble elevator. The guardians spawn within that glass box. They get pushed up, and then the water on the surface is flowing towards the portals. So you just AFK here. You just spend, you know, however long you use. I usually sit here for 5 minutes if I need like a whole inventory. It's super, super efficient farm. Let's get zoomed back out, and I'll go show you the other side of this. After we AFK in there for like 5 minutes, we come over to here. All of those guardians are coming through the portal there, and then they just drop, die on the hoppers. Then down in here, all the loot just hits the chests. We craft whatever we need, store some over here, and that's it. Super, super simple Guardian Farm. Very efficient. Works amazingly well, and it's very easy to build. I think this is the creeper farm. So this creeper farm is so big and so good that I used it one time, and is with as much fireworks. We do manual TNT and all the fireworks. I have never run out of gunpowder since using it the first time. It is roughly 120,000 gunpowder an hour. Okay, here it is. This is bedrock, obviously. Tonight, on the 15th day of the 4th month of the 2020th year, after battling for many weeks, day after day, digging a hole, we have come to the final block. Ah! We did it. And right here we have 25 towers of creeper spawning, each with 5 floors. So do the math on that. Like 100 something floors of creeper spawning. As I fly around it, you'll probably see some creepers. Every single floor is a cat in a minecart to scare the creepers into the portals, where just like the Guardian Farm, they just fall and die. Insanely efficient. I'll show you the other side. Woo! Yo. And then, of course, I'm sure you don't have to guess, this is obviously the homie Logical Geek Boy design. This is basically the Logical Geek Boy world. Logical Geek Boy is a friend, an absolutely awesome human. So anytime I need a design idea, we always go to Logical Geek Boy. Says that. Additionally, above this, we have another person who we use their farms all the time. This is the Shifting Sand Floor Witch Farm by Il Mango. It's kind of hard to show you how this works, but there was a witch hut here. And, you know, they fall onto soul sand, which activates pistons. It pushes them. They fall through. It's pretty good farm, but it's only one witch farm, so it's very slow. Almost anything I would want from this, it's faster to get it a different way. Oh my god, it's over. So that's everything in this perimeter. Ice walls, stone brick floor, because cheap and easy. Oh right, I should explain the sheep. We're gonna go to that next, but the sheep you see up there is known as land sheep. We agreed on wearing a pink one. No, I'm not. No! No! But anytime we do these big, long, grindy projects, we grab some animal of some sort to be like the mascot. Land Sheep was the mascot for this build until, like you saw in the video, he died in a terrible way. He was murdered by Twitch chat. So we built a little sheep up there to honor. Yeah, he got blown up. He got a little blown up. All right, so all the witches, and you saw in the video, Said Killer edited in a little. You can see how many creepers poured through here. It's insane. It's like a never-ending waterfall of creepers. They fall and die. Occasionally, a witch will survive the fall, but then they die to the Wither Roses. And then the Hopper minecarts gather all the items and just load up these chests. At one point, this was like completely full of gunpowder. Yeah, we still have a ton of gunpowder in here. But I can fill all these chests with gunpowder in, I don't know, do the math, 120,000 an hour. All right, to the side of that, over here, we have our sugarcane farm. Yeah, shout out to Tango Tech. I can't really show you how it works, but what is harvesting our sugarcane up there is designed by Tango Tech. Check his out. This is just my contribution to it. I think it's so cool. I can sit here and the sugarcane just slowly rains down the honey blocks and down into these chests. Tons of sugarcane. Super easy, again, modular design. Anytime we're looking, we're always looking for modulars so we can decide how big the farm actually gets. And that's the farm up there. I don't think I can show it to you, though. I mean, observers, pistons, and sugarcane. That's basically it. The water flows along the middle and spits it out into the honey strips you saw down there. That was a very fun one to do. Yeah, farm design by Tango Tech. Hey, shout out to Tango Tech, chap. Every pixel animal or animal build you see in this world all comes from Zooey Mama. Shout out to Zooey Mama. He's our go-to for everything and anything if you want to build a mob in game or anything like that. We are now heading to the final location, which is also what we're currently working on. It is my current base. New storage system. Very heavily under construction right now. But you'll see where, you know, we're ending the world tour, where, you know, we're currently at. Okay, this is the biggest project I have set out to build. This project is so large, it's hard to get the whole thing on camera. So the design, the layout, this is our current base. The design layout for this that you're seeing down here in the water is inspired by a crop circle in Britain known as the jellyfish crop circle. You can Google that, or maybe we'll throw a picture here of the jellyfish crop circle. So this isn't finished. We still need to add some tentacle action, actually, to the sides of this. And lots of other farms and things are going to go in here. If we come here, you can see what it's looking like. I absolutely love this build. I'm a bit of a big fan. I'm not, if you haven't noticed from this tour, I'm not much of a builder. I'm a grinder. I love to just grind really long projects until we get them done and feel like gods. So for me, a complete non-builder, to throw something like this out, I'm pretty happy with it. This was just an ocean monument. I covered it down below with white concrete, of course, because I do everything with white concrete. And we took advantage of some of the amethyst, stuff like that. It's pretty empty inside. But this is our Shulker Unloader. So after we working on a project or, you know, out exploring, come back, throw all of our shulkers down here, which then takes the items down into the new storage room. Now, before we look at the storage room, I got to remind you again, if it's not white concrete, I didn't pick it. Okay, so before you see the roof of this room, before you see the roof in this room, you got to Twitch chat force me, okay? I would have never selected the roof, but here they are. And I'm sure some people are going to ask, these are called honey water elevators. If you're on the edge, you go down. If you're in the middle, you go up. It's like great. Instead of needing 2 elevators or whatever, you got 1 honey water elevators. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to keep looking down so we don't see the roof. And this is the new storage room. I think it's just about 500 different items being stored in here. So everything we put in the Shulker Unloader upstairs gets sorted into these here. We have everything, the ore and the ingots. Everything you basically want stored. All the various netherite, mob drops. All the redstone components are right here. Up here is every single color of concrete and concrete powder. Over there is every single color of wool and every single color of dye. These are all smaller storage areas. These huge, tall areas are the more common things that we'll need to store a ton of. All the basic blocks. We've been shoving the new blocks in as they get added in the updates. What else do we got here? And then over here, more just like bulk. All the different ice from our farm. Lots of empty spots, too, so we can keep adding stuff in. And then the overflow. Since we're still working on this, the new place, anything that doesn't have a home yet ends up over here. And then we can decide should it actually get its own home or not. So that's the excess dump from that. This right here, that's the logo. Oh, God, the roof. You can see the roof. That's my logo right there for my Twitch chat and my YouTube. You might see behind it is like a crazy looking coral and glow squid build. Before I built the design, it was just a big glass wall. And you can see in there beautiful, but I wanted to do the logo. I love the logo. Twitch chat wants it so you can see the coral better. But that's what's going on there. Over here, this is the new supporter wall of fame. So anybody that gives subs in the chat gets memorialized on the wall. I let them pick an item they want, and then we name it after them and get it up here. This has actually proved to be a very fun thing for the world because chat tries to think up hard to find items so that I have to go like scavenger hunting the world to get them. Where is some of the rare ones? Yeah. Like I think that's actually called like a large fern. You can only get a large fern in a specific biome and randomly found in a chest in a village. Like you can't just find this in the world. It's got to be found in a chest village of a specific biome. They love to take my netherite away so that I just never have netherite. Dragon heads, stuff like that. Shout out to everybody on that wall. So that's the storage system here. This is going to be the main room. Obviously, not much in here yet. Oh, we got some other big-time supporters here. So this is Sir Ripoff Maple, who gifted a ton of subs to the chat, wanted a cow. I gave him one. Over here, too, we call this the Prime Real Estate. This is Suarez 1996. Gifted a huge amount of subs to have the entrance. Joe Doe took one of my enchanted apples. And then El Guapo wanted a dog there. Shout out to the people that make all this grinding possible. Another honey water elevator. So if we take it all the way up, this is just we're getting on the roof of the castle out here. You can go up even higher here, all the way to the very top of the builds. Look out over what we got going on. At some point, we're actually going to be cutting all that stuff out. I want it so it's nothing but water in sight around here. So we'll be clearing all that. Let's go back down now. The whole build, the whole footprint in the water is 16 chunks wide and 23 long. I think it's 23 long, 16 wide. Yeah, there's a guardian in there right now. Wow! Right here, this is going to be our new potion room. We haven't even had a chance to build it yet. This is where we are in the world. We're doing that nether perimeter, working on this base. This will be the potion room. We have some more stuff here. So over here, I thought it would just be cool to grow a bunch of chorus fruit. I thought it would look cool from the outside, from when we're flying. Over here, we have, this is a honeycomb farm. This is all here, not for honey. Remember, we got the honey at the other areas. So this is farming honeycomb. Tons of bees. Anytime a bee goes in and out, the shears harvest the honeycomb. And that's all coming down into here from the minecart. This is completely full. I don't know how much is here right now, but like a lot of double chests worth of honeycomb, which we're going to use for candles. That's why we sidetracked to build that. That's going to be for candles. Wait, there's something at the top of one of these. Oh, yeah, we got a tiny little chicken farm in here. I needed chickens or eggs for some. I forget what I even needed. But that's up in here. We have plenty of eggs now. Plenty of eggs. Down here is a room I almost lost the world in. I popped a totem in this room over here. Oh! Which I don't even know. Can I get in here? Have I totally blocked this off? I started building a room. I'm going to build a drip farm. A drip, what's it called, chat? Dripstone farm? In here, we did the copper roof. But I popped a totem, so I'm a little traumatic. I abandoned this for now. We'll be back to this one later. That's where we stand so far. We got no plans of dying, and we have no plans of abandoning. I will hopefully be still working on this world in another 11,000 days, and so we will do another world tour. We will update this world tour video when we reach day 22,000. So world tour here on day 11,042. And when we hit 22,000, we'll do the next world tour. All right. So we've toured everything we've built and or are working on right now. Now we are going to look through some of the statistics of the world. So we know it's 11,000 days, but what's the actual time played? Time played is 106.7 days. So we've been in the world for 2,560 hours. I have held the shift button down. So 2,560 hours played. That's no AFK time. That's 100%. All 2,560 is on stream streaming. 0 off stream play. Sneak time, 8.98. I've actively held down the shift key for 215 hours in this world. I've jumped 2 million times. I'll just scroll through this so you can like pause and look at any current stats you like. I've never interacted with a campfire. This is a no campfire run. This is a no campfire run. Okay, 0 campfires. It's also a no lectern run. We don't touch lecterns. It's also a don't travel the world by pig run. So that's interesting stuff. Mobs. This is what chat wants to look at. We have killed a lot of stuff. Obviously, chat's going to want to point out cats. I've killed 20 cats. They were all accidents. 18,000 creepers killed manually. It's pretty pog. Chat's going to want to point out 44 dolphins. That's because when you're working in the water and you don't want dolphins' grace, dolphins are very annoying. So I kill every dolphin I see in the water. Enderman. This is probably the most astonishing stat. 539,000 Endermen manually killed in this world. Pretty crazy. This is another wild one. I do not have a gas farm, as you saw, but I've managed to kill 6,443 gas. And that's just all the gas you kill while manually mining out those perimeters in the nether, which is nuts. One horse. Look. The horse broke its leg. Okay, the horse broke its leg. You know, it had to happen, Chad. It had to happen. Again, I'll just scroll through. You can pause if there's something you want to see. I'll mention if anything else really stands out here. Pretty normal. I don't know why I've killed 13 villagers. I definitely don't remember killing 13 villagers. Apparently I did. We've killed 23 withers. All right, there you go. And then items. I like to sort items by times mined. So I have mined 5.1 million netherrack. I mined 2.7 million stone, 1 million sand. I can't believe scaffolds, because of how I'm removing the lava. Scaffolds are now our 4th most mined item. Grass, dirt. Again, I'll just scroll down. You can see most of it. We'll just go down there until we get to the 4 digits. That's it. That's the stats. I guess we should look at advancements. I've done all of them. We've 100%ed every advancement. This is by far the most fun. How do we get here? I think it's probably the hardest and most fun advancement, but we've done every single advancement. Obviously. We'll thumb through all these. And there you go. That's it. That's the 11,000 day world tour. Come hang out with us on Twitch and watch us grind. What? Subscribe for more. He's moving too erratically. He's like a scout in Team Fortress 2. There it is. First shot. Edit out all the misses said. No! Oh, God, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my God. What did you do, chat? God! No! You just gotta overwrite it. You gotta overwrite it. Fuck! Oh my God. Stop. Please stop. Please stop. All right. Chat, you know, only a trained professional like me who stays so calm could actually get that done. Wow. Okay, so what were we talking about? Subscribe for more.